Our lesson this week is on offerings of gratitude. I think that this relates to giving back to God in thanks, whether it be through ministry, the use of our spiritual gifts, or through tithes and offerings. And Pastor Lyndelle Peterson is going to explore this topic with us.
Child that whenever I received a gift from somebody, my parents would look at me with a raise of the eyebrow and question, "Now what do you say?" They were trying to teach me that the correct way to respond to a gift is with gratitude, to say thank you. Now, thanks to their wonderful parenting skills, offering a thank you whenever I receive something has become second nature. But unfortunately, it sometimes feels more automatic than genuine, which got me thinking, when was the last time I was truly grateful? Often, when we are genuinely grateful, just saying thanks doesn't feel like it's quite enough, because great generosity requires an appropriately great response of gratitude. We serve a God of abundant generosity. Generosity is just a part of his character. It's who he is. Psalm 145 tells us that with the opening of God's hand, he satisfies the desire of every living thing. How do we know this? Well, for a start, from the generous gift of creation in Genesis all the way through to the recreation of the earth in Revelation, the Bible is full of evidence of God's generosity to humanity. Generosity is an expression of God's love. John 3:16 tells us that God so loved the world that he gave. And when you think of it in those terms, a simple thank you really isn't anything like enough. If God is motivated to have a generous, open hand with us because of love, then our love for him should be what motivates our response. But love cannot be manifest without some sort of self-denial. See, when you genuinely love someone, you give without expecting or needing to receive anything in return. Our generosity to God is our offering of gratitude. And Jesus tells us that when we generously serve and help those around us, it's as though we're doing it to him. But one can still be generous without love. See, the Apostle Paul speaks about this, how we might give all our possessions to the poor and even sacrifice our body for someone else. But if it's not done because of love, it's not really worth a whole lot. Any giving of gratitude without love is simply meaningless. God is the one who provides seed for the farmer and then bread to eat, says Paul. In the same way, he will provide and increase your resources and then produce a great harvest of generosity within you. When thank you doesn't seem enough, remember, God wants to produce not just an expression of gratitude, but a harvest of generosity in us. But for that to happen, we need to trust him to provide and increase our resources from his abundance of generosity.